Everyone, my name is Akansha and I teach yoga at Art Performance. You might have seen me there teaching yoga 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. As we all responsibly follow social distancing these days, it is also becoming very clear that staying home and staying indoors all the time is possibly affecting our mental health. However, these times are also giving us a special opportunity to slow down and focus on ourselves, our families, and maybe we can use this time to strengthen our mind and our body. We all at Art Performance are committed to your well being and therefore are thinking of creative ways to support you and help you. So, I would like to encourage you all to take full advantage of that. We have online classes, live classes, and also YouTube videos to follow. I am super excited because I get to give you and teach you online classes. And I feel yoga is the best way to tackle the stress which we are facing these days. So please join me 7 p.m. on Tuesdays for online yoga classes. In addition, we are also offering a short YouTube video which you can follow at your own pace in case you miss my class. But I would also encourage you to please come to my class. We took the class last week and it was a lot of fun. The students who took it, I could watch them on the video. I could correct them while the class was going on. So I would definitely encourage you if you can come to the live class. And hopefully we can make this social distancing a lot more fun. See you in the class. Let's begin by breathing. Sit at a comfortable spot on your mat and come in a cross-legged position. Have your hands rested on your knees and sit with a straight back. Close your eyes and begin to inhale. Let's inhale together, 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and through your nose, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it 3 more times and get into the rhythm. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale through your nose, 2, 3, 4. Notice that every time you inhale, you're growing taller, and every time you exhale, you're maintaining that height and just letting the air out by compressing your stomach. Let's do it the last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Open your eyes and let's get ready for some more. Come to a tabletop position by coming to your hands and knees. Make sure your hips are above your knees and your knees are hip distance apart, and your shoulders are above your wrist and your wrists are shoulder distance apart. We'll start to begin with cat and cow. So start to inhale and bring your belly towards the mat as you look up for a cow pose. Get a bend in your back here. And then as you exhale, reverse everything, sending your back towards the ceiling and allowing the crown of your head to fall down towards the mat. Let's do it 3 more times. You can go at your own pace if you want. As you inhale, you look up, get a bend in your back, send your belly towards the mat. And as you exhale, send your back towards the ceiling, allowing your crown of your head to go towards the mat. One more time. Every time you inhale, you look up, you bend, send your belly towards the mat. And every time you exhale, you reverse everything and getting your backbone walked. One last time. Inhale and exhale. And when you're done, come to a neutral spot, a neutral spine. And now we'll get ready for a shoulder stretch. Lift your right hand up to the sky and thread it underneath your left hand and rest your head on the ground. Make sure you're saving your neck. You don't want any strain in your neck. The entire idea is to feel the stretch on the outer side of your right shoulder. So rest your head, straighten the right side, right shoulder, and then just breathe. Inhale, 4 counts in, and exhale, 4 counts out. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. And come out of this pose, and let's do it on the other side. So lift your left hand up to the sky, thread it underneath your right hand, and keep going until you start feeling the stretch on the left side of your shoulder. It has to be outside of your shoulder. So rest your head or your ear on the mat, saving your neck. Your right hand can just stay rested anywhere. And then go back to your breathing. Inhale 4 counts, exhale 4 counts. Hopefully we get 2 full breaths. Inhale and exhale here. And then come back to the tabletop position. We will start to lift our knees and hips up for a downward facing dog. Send your hips up and come to an inverted V. This is the first down dog of your practice, so make sure you are watching your form. Have your fingers fan out in front of you, and you can have your heels lifted if you want. This is the first one. So we'll warm up our hamstrings. Bend one knee at a time as you warm up your hamstrings. And then try and get a deeper V. You can lift both your heels up to the sky and allow them to fall. One more time. Lift both the heels up to the sky and then allow them to fall. And then bend your knees and slowly walk your feet forward for a forward fold. Take your time in this pose. You are standing in a forward fold. Allow the crown of your head to go closer to the mat. You can use your hands rested on the mat if it's possible. Hold on to your elbows and maybe twist to your right and then twist to your left. One more time, twist to your right and then to your left. And then maybe let go of your hands. And then move your head, say a yes or a no. Always end with a yes. If you want, you can even stretch out your shoulders. Whatever you like. This is your own practice, so try and find your own form where you can warm up your lower back and you warm up your hamstrings. And then when you're ready, start to come back up to a stand. Start by standing at a comfortable spot on your mat. Pull your belly in. Have your shoulders above your hips, which are above your knees and above your ankles. Begin by inhale, mountain pose. Raise your arms up to the sky. Send your gaze forward. Lower your shoulders down, away from your ears. Exhale, back bend. Send your chest towards the ceiling. Look up towards the ceiling. Goalpost your arms or cactus out your arms. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Allow your head to fall down. Send the crown of your head towards the mat. Reach your arms towards your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten out your back. Send your palms to your shins. Send your shoulders back. Send your gaze towards the mat. Exhale, plank. Send your feet back towards the end of the mat. Come to a plank and lower yourselves down to get ready for a cobra. Uncurl your toes out. Have your hands next to your shoulders. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, cobra. Lift your shoulders and head up towards the sky. Push your knees a little bit up. Push your toes in towards the mat. Exhale, lower yourselves down. Now transition into a cobra with a back bend by sending your shoulders and your upper body up and sending your gaze forward. Your palms can have the weight of your body now. Lower your shoulders down. And then reverse to a downward facing dog by sending your hips up to the sky and allow allowing your head to fall down, sending your gaze towards your toes. Send your upper back closer towards your hip, and then start to walk your feet forward. Come to a forward fold, then come back up one vertebra at a time. Let's take this flow again. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Now take the cycle of Chaturanga by lowering yourself down to a cobra. Uncurl your toes out. Take a cobra back bend. And then reversing to a downward facing dog. And then from here, bend your knee and come forward for a forward fold and come back up to standing. Next we'll transition to some lunge stretches. So to start for lunge stretches, come down on your knees. Get your right leg out. Make sure you are making a 90 degree with your leg. Your knees is right above the ankle and your other knee is rested. If you want, you can keep a towel or a blanket underneath your left leg, left knee, and make yourself comfortable. From here, we are going to begin lifting our hands up. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Let's do it 3 times. Inhale, 4 times. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. 3, down, and then 4, and down. Next, we are going to do side stretches. So we will start with right hand going towards the side, and then left. And then again, let's do it 4 times on each side. So second, and second, third, and third, and then the last one, and then last. Come back to the neutral position. And now allow your torso and your body to slide forward so that you start feeling the stretch in the outside of your thigh on your left side. You can use your hands to rest on your right knee, or you can keep them by your side. In this position, it is totally fine for the knee to go forward, your toe. The entire idea is to feel the stretch on the left side. And then from here, we are just going to keep coming back and sit down on our left heel. You can take the towel out or blanket out of your left knee. And then we are going to get a hamstring stretch here. So if you can sit down on your left heel, try and reach your right toe. And keep reaching until you start feeling the stretch in your hamstrings. There is a modification here for people who are not able to sit down on your heels. You can actually come back up, send your heel out, and try and reach your toe while standing up. You can even use your hand for support here. The entire intention here is to feel the stretch in your inside of your right thigh, right hamstring. Stay there, stretch out your hamstrings, and then when you're ready, then send your right leg back, and we will do everything on the left side now. So bring your left leg out. If you used a blanket on your left side, go ahead and use it here underneath your right knee. Again, make sure you are 90 degree with your knee. Knee has to be right above the ankle. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up, exhale, arms down. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Now we'll do the side stretches. So left arm goes towards the right, and then right goes towards the left. We will do 4 times on each side. So second, make sure this is always a side stretch. You are just allowing your side body to feel the stretch. 3, 3, and then 4, and 4. And when you're done, remove the towel or the blanket from underneath you and allow your body to slide forward This time you're going to feel the stretch on the right side of your body. A little bit below your hip. Stay here for one breath. And then just come back down and sit down on your right heel. If this is harder on your knees, go back and take the same modification we took on the other side. You can use your hand, rest it on whatever you have next to you. Try and reach your toes on the left side and feel the stretch in your hamstring. The sofa comes in handy if you're working from home, if you're doing the yoga from home. The benefits of doing yoga from home. And then when you're done, send your leg back. Take the cycle of chaturanga. So come to a plank, lower yourselves down on the mat, uncurl your toes out, come to a cobra back bend, and then downward facing dog is where you end. From your downward facing dog, lift your right leg up to the sky, and then get to a pigeon pose on your right. Bring your shin to the shorter edge of your mat. Allow your left knee and left toe to touch the mat and let the left leg slide outwards. Keep going until you cannot go any further. Make sure both your hips are equidistant from the mat. And when you've achieved that, come down on your elbows. And if you think you can go further, rest your head on your hands. And stay here. And breathe. For people who are not able to do this, if you have trouble in your knees or if you have trouble in your hips, then I will show a modification. So please go ahead and do that. Don't push yourself in the pigeon pose. For the modification, lie down on your back. Bring your right ankle on your left knee. And then use your hands to go and hold on to your left thighs and bring your left thigh towards you. Now use your right elbow to push your right knee out and rest your head nicely. As you do that, you will start to feel the stretch on the right side of your hip, the right outer hip. See, if you are not feeling it, then you keep pulling your left thigh as close as possible to you, and this will exaggerate the stretch a little bit. For people who are in the pigeon pose, stay there. I will go back to the pigeon pose and then tell you how to come out of it. So if you are in the pigeon pose, start to bring some weight back in your hands and then come up. Slowly curl your left toe in and move your knee forward, and with care come to a downward facing dog position. And take here any counter stretch you want. I take the reverse dog, so I bend my legs at the knee and then just open the knee out. And then I knee back at the downward facing dog. Let's do all of it on the left side. Left leg up goes to the sky, and then pigeon on the left. Parallel your shin to the shorter edge of the mat. Allow your right knee to fall down. Curl your right toe out. Keep sliding your right leg until you cannot go any further. When both the hips are equidistant from the mat, then come down on your elbows and then rest your head on your hands. If you took a modification, then you should be on your back. So if you are on your back, then this time you're going to bring your left ankle over your right knee. You will use your hands to hold your right thigh, and you bring your right thigh towards your heart. Use your left elbow to push your left knee out and feel the stretch in the left side of your hip. If you're not feeling it, then pull the right hamstrings, right thigh much closer to you. And just breathe here, both the forms. For people who were in the pigeon pose, stay there. And keep breathing. And now start to get some weight back to your body. Slowly curl your right toe in, move your right knee forward, And then with great care, come back to the downward facing dog pose. If you took a counter stretch, go ahead and take that now. For me, I just bend my leg at the knee and open the knee out. And then end at the downward facing dog position. Let's come to a plank here so that we can start to go and finish with back poses. So we will go to cobra for a little while. Uncurl your toes out. And then get your hands next to your shoulders. And then exhale all the air out. Inhale, just lift your head and shoulders up. Keep looking towards. Then relax on the mat and have your hands by your side. Bring your chin to the center and rest it on the mat. Lift your right leg up to the sky and point your toe backward. Let it go. Lift your left leg up to the sky and point the toe backward. Let it go. Now bring both the legs together. Keep touching your chin to the mat and lift both the legs up together. And lift them and let it go. Now bring your arms to your side, maybe goal post them or tee them out and get ready for a Superman. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, lift your arms and your legs up to the sky and see if you can look towards the front wall. And exhale, lower yourselves down. You can turn your head towards one side, maybe on the right side. And just breathe. Bring your chin back to the center. Bend your legs at the knee and hold on to your ankles for a floor bow. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, kick your foot back and pull your upper body back for a floor bow. Send your gaze forward if you can. And then let it go, relax. Turn towards the other side so that possibly your right cheek is touching the mat. Next, you're going to just allow yourselves to turn and lie on your back. You come on your back, bring your right knee towards your chest. And then hug your knee, maybe closer to your armpit. Exhale all the air out. And then get ready for a spine twist as you exhale. Send your right knee towards your left side of the body. But make sure your right shoulder is still touching the ground. Get a twist in your backbone, and the only way to get that is if you intentionally force your right shoulder to the mat, but at the same time try to push your right knee towards the left side of your body. You can stretch out your right arm and look towards your right side if you can. Otherwise, you can keep looking up. And then bring your right knee back. Bring both the knees towards your heart if you can. And then extend out your right leg and bring your left knee to your heart. Maybe hug it as close as possible to your left armpit. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, and then as you exhale, get a spine twist on your left. Send your left knee towards the right side of your body, but make sure your left shoulder is still touching the mat. Extend out your left arm, and if you can, look towards your left side. Again, this is a spine twist, so intentionally try to force your left shoulder to touch the mat. At the same time, your right knee is trying to come down towards the floor. And then bring your right knee back to the center. Hug both your knees. And then exhale all the air out. Inhale. And then exhale for a happy baby. Stamp your foot towards the ceiling. Hold on to your foot or your ankles or your pinky toes. And then rock from right to left, massaging your lower back. At this point, you're free to take any other pose if you would like. Stretch out both the legs. You can take a shoulder stand here. You can take a plow pose. Otherwise, just lower your foot down on the mat and get ready for a corpse pose. So settle down on the mat. Have your hands by your side. Close your eyes. And then start to relax every part of your body. Start with your eyes possibly. Relax your jaws. Relax your shoulder. Relax your hip. Try and get your lower back touching the mat. Relax your knees. Relax your ankles and your toes. And just stay here and rest. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and bring some blood back to your body. Bring some motion back to your body as well. Bend your legs at your knee and then maybe sway them to the right and to the left. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. If you want, you can take a good morning stretch. Stretch out your arms, your legs. And then when you're ready, very slowly, come to a fetal pose on your right or your left, whatever is your liking. And slowly you're going to lift yourselves up with great care to come to a cross-legged position. As we started, get your back straight, have your hands rested, close your eyes, and let's take a breath together. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale.